career do I choose now to be future ready? What got us here up till now will not or may not take us there. The age-old business methods, tools and techniques have changed, but the values to be held by each human will never change. The values like trust, truth, ethics, empathy are and will always be important as before. As times change, each of us need to reinvent ourselves, to adapt to the new and the new shaping future. Even though it is ultimately the child's decision for career planning, it cannot be left to them altogether at an early stage. It requires adult supervision too. Career choice and planning is required, and a detailed in-depth study of the available options is needed. A careful analysis of the market and future trends, an assessment of the child's aptitude and interest levels are needed too. Early career planning can help your kids focus strongly on their goals and be motivated enough to pursue them. Today, we have a wonderful person who is an electronics and communication engineer, a teacher by profession, but a counselor by passion. She has a teaching experience of more than 20 years working at NIT Karnataka, Nitte Engineering College, teaching at IGSC School in Riyadh. Mrs. Shobitha Shetty is a certified counselor, a certified yoga teacher too, and she is a lifelong learner, exploring paths of personality development, NLP training, and passionate Toastmaster, serving as Vice President of Education in Elite 30 Advanced Toastmaster Club Riyadh. If you are a student of grade 9 to 12, these are the years which play an important role in shaping your future. This is the time of making difficult decisions because there are so many options. So, before deciding what career to pursue, have you ever asked yourself, what is my personality? What are my interests, skills, talents, strengths, and values? Shobitha ma'am, what according to you is the best for me as a student, the best career as such?
First of all, thank you for inviting me at UniqEduStory, Madhu. Let me tell you that there is nothing called one best career. What you can do is best, which can yield you money for living, and most of all, where you're happy should be called the best career for you. Only 3 out of 10 students are clear about the career path they want to pursue.
So there are very less people who know that what career you need to choose. So, but then why do we need a career at all, or go for a job or do something in life? Is it so important to plan a career, or can we just go with the flow?
Do you think you can live without money?
No.
A career or a job is needed for survival. It's the money we earn that gives us this social status and also a good lifestyle too. So we need career and we need good lifestyle.
Oh, that is so true. But then can we at least have the best career choices, at least the one best career we can choose?
One best career. See, we are known by our designations like lawyer, doctor, or engineer, and so on. Now, that does not define as the best career because there are thousands of them which can get you money, name, and fame. It depends on your skill set. To find what you're inclined for, you may talk or spend a day with the professional of the chosen career. This way, you can also get actual experience of the profession. For example, you like to help people. So you think you want to become a doctor. But when you go and really you go with the doctor and help see those people in pain and see the things are not really working well in the hospital, you may feel lethargic for the whole day. Then you may think that, oh, this is not something which I want. I have to find out something else. So this way you have to work with the professional, and that way also you can choose your career. And there is nothing called best career. It all depends on what you like and what is your skill set.
Do you know anything about if I can apply for any easy jobs that will pay well?
Easy? Now, I must define what is easy. Before I talk about money, please note that there is nothing, no shortcut for hard work. In the beginning, all the jobs look difficult. But as we find interest in it, they become easy. When the job is aligned with a passion, it looks easy. Say if you're a writer and you become a journalist, you love writing and you're a journalist, so you'd love the job, you get paid for it, then the job is easy and you get paid for it. That's how it works.
So true. So that means I need to be passionate about the work I do and the job I take, and that to work very hard. But at least there must be something like a good career that makes more money.
There are politicians in India for sure who have wealth built up. So you think that's the best career for you to make money? Well, jokes apart. A business of your own can earn you money. A person inventing in stock market also can earn money. And even a Google programmer may earn money, which is more than a doctor. So it's not hard work, but smart work. Expertise in any field can fetch you more money. For example, there are thousands of engineers who pass out every year, but all the engineers are not paid the same. It's expertise, their attitude towards the work, and the gratitude towards people. So many other things which earns them more money.
So true. Gratitude and attitude are prime factors. So could you tell the students that what we must look for before choosing a college, or do we always get admission according to our marks?
Admission according to the marks, there is not just one requirement of marks. No, there are many more things you have to look for when you choose a college. Your marks for which we need to work on at earliest, because everybody knows that. Know your interest in subjects at the earliest so that you can work on them and get highest possible marks. That's only one thing to consider when you look for a job, look for a college. Other than that, there are many other aspects you should look for, like location, where the college is located. Is it in an interior place where you can't reach to the city? The weather conditions, if you want to study abroad or if you want to move to north or south, it may be too cold or too hot, and you may be an asthma patient or having some health issues. So you have to look for this thing also, weather conditions, financial aspect of your parents, fee structure of the college, size and diversity of the student body in the college. What kind of students study in that college? If you are a person, sports person, or like to sing, you may want some extracurricular activities also in the campus. So look for it. Academic programs, like, some of the colleges do the placement there and then. Some of the colleges don't do. So look for the placement after your college. Campus life is important because you're spending most precious 4 years in this place. So make sure that is a happy place to spend.
So yes, amazing. Those college time of 4 or 5 years which we've spent are ever memorable. And we must have the right environment in that college, of course. And these are the memories which we carry for a lifetime. So
Yes.
we must choose the right college. Shobitha ma'am, then can you just actually tell us about the different careers we can pursue?
Sure. I think, Madhu, if I show you a list of careers one can pursue, it will be easy for you to make a decision. So let me show you a slide which I have prepared earlier. I've listed all the timeless careers and the ones which are added in the recent past. So allow me and I'll show you this presentation.
Yeah.
Yes, there are traditional timeless jobs like architect, programmer, lawyer, scientist, doctor, engineer. The list goes on, as you can see on the screen. Accountant, designer, which you know already. There is a historian who studies about the history, archaeologist who studies about the remains of human and plants and animals, fossil study also they do. Geospatial scientist, social worker, professor, climatologist who studies about the weather conditions in future and warns us. And actuary is one of the main field which can yield you get you a lot of money if you are really intelligent and you are capable of giving around 15 to 16 exams. It is occupational therapist. And these are the careers which are already there and which you know. But there are certain careers.
Ma'am, what is geophysicist, geospatial scientist, and geologist altogether? Are they same?
Geophysicist means he studies the physics of the earth or the earth physics. That is the condition of the earth. And geologist is the person who studies the history of the earth and its life, especially studying the rocks, the layers of the rock. But geophysicist is someone different. I think this is a career which can really pay you well if you are good in math, you're good in statistics. It's a branch of earth science. We think that geography is different, science is different. But this is something like you're combining geography and science together, where the phenomenon happening in the earth are recorded. On simple words, we can say it's a Earth's deep interior is studied.
Okay. And geospatial scientists are?
Geospatial scientists, they collect the data or what is happening on the Earth. Some natural disasters happens like earthquake, hurricane. Right. They study the environment around it and see produce a report on how that is affecting the Earth or what changes happen because of the disasters.
Oh, okay.
And there are future characters also, future careers also. These are not only the careers which are available. If you see on another slide, I have shown the future careers in the other slide. If you can see the other slide, there is biotechnology, quantum computing, artificial intelligence. You must have heard artificial intelligence every now and then in the TV or around us. The blockchain technology. And blockchain technology is used in many domains these days because it is more secure and it is not one person controlling the whole domain. Oh. And it is very easy to track the information. You must have heard of cryptocurrency, where the mediator, the bank transaction takes place between the person to person. We don't need that mediator, the bank at all. And even the hospital management system is being done in blockchain to secure the data of a patient. It's a very advanced field and more secure. So this is surely one of the place where the students can look for. and aerospace, cloud computing. Now, whoever is using the Drive, Google Drive, or using the Google Map is surely using cloud computing, even without knowing he is using it. There is no operating cost. You just use the Google Map as long as you have a smartphone, right? And it's secure also. You don't have to set up an office for it. You can use the computing online. Only requirement is you need internet, that's all. Like Facebook, Gmail, you can open it anywhere in the world. You don't need your own device. Even if you save a file in your computer on Google Drive, you can even open it in USA or any other country. So it is a budget-friendly one. Also, it is fast in computing. So we are using cloud computing, artificial intelligence, quantum computing. These are the future jobs as you see here. Genomics. Genomics is like mapping or editing the genomes or genes. You know, you must have seen these seedless grapes or seedless fruits they do. How do they do that? By changing the genes. Digital marketing, which is mostly advanced field now. Yeah, so if I go on talking, there are so many of them. And big data scientists, they analyze the data. This is the most most trending career I can say.
So this is amazing piece of information which we actually did not have in detail. Thank you so much, Shobitha. So there are so many options available. And recently a child had come to me and wanted to know how he should choose his career. So what would you suggest as the important steps while selecting a career? And please, can we help him or you can show some light on this and the other students who will tend to see it on YouTube later?
Yes, yeah. To choose a career, first of all, let me talk something about Ikigai. Have you heard of Ikigai?
Yes, of course. We do it at UniqEduStory. We teach our children at UniqEduStory.
So those who don't know, I'll just give you a little explanation about Ikigai. It is a Japanese word which means reason for living. That means you are finding your passion, and according to this Ikigai, each one of us come with a purpose to serve in this world. Okay, as you can see a picture of Ikigai on the screen, the one who finds the purpose of life, he lives happy and for long time. Now, it depends on what you love to do and how you do it and what does the world need and will you be paid for. As you can see that when you see on the screen what you love to do and what the world needs, that becomes your mission. And what you are good at and what you love to do is same, it becomes your passion. And if you are paid for, it becomes your profession. Yeah, this is the place, you should look for the profession you're good at and the world pays you for that. When you get answers for all these four, it is in the middle, it joins all the circles and you find your Ikigai. Now, this is one way of finding what career is best for you. Okay. Other way is list down all the subjects you like. Explore the subjects that align with your career goal. Set a goal. For example, you have a hobby which can be converted into future too. If you see, I have certain crazy careers which I have listed out. You can see, yes. If you see the slide, you will be amazed to see how it is not just doctor, lawyer, or engineer. You can see here, there is something called alcohol technology. And there are universities which are providing these courses for you. Astrobiology, Bachelor in Rural Studies, Carpet Technology, Pet Grooming, Gerontology. That is, you're studying the old age people, okay? Or studying about aging. Mountaineering, as the word tells you, mountaineering, if you like hiking, habitats. All these are also courses. You can see against the names of the career, there are colleges which are offering you the courses also. So you can just take a screenshot of it and save to convert your hobby into career. You can see a lot of other careers also which can let you choose the career which you love. Pet grooming, if you like pet grooming, you can make money out of it. There are short courses in Mumbai and Delhi, and there are institutions providing you the course on this.
This is crazy piece of information, Shobitha ma'am.
Yes. Yeah, there are something called, macro and micro subjects also. That also you can look for.
Oh, wow. So you said something about macro and micro. What does that mean?
Okay, macro means the main subject or the core subject. Like when you list down the subjects you like, you may like one of the subject more, but still you may feel I like the other one too. So the one you like the most is called macro subject, which you take it as a main subject when you opt for the subjects in the university. The other subject that is called as the micro subject, either you take it as an elective if the option is available in the college, or you can do micro courses on that. You can look for plenty of courses on Udemy or Skillshare and do these courses. That lets you know where your passion lies instead of just sticking to one subject. So macro is the main or the core subject. Micro is the subject which you still like to do.
So how does these micro or macro subject, how would they, actually help you?
Yeah, you may not like to spend a lot of time studying. I agree with you. But think, you're a mechanical engineer and you also like editing videos, okay? And you're studying mechanical engineer as a student, but you are taking this micro course on editing videos. When you reach the final year, you have to do a project and you want to project this on a social media. So there comes video editing in handy. So this way you combine this macro and micro courses together and you become pro in video editing as well as doing your core subject too.
Oh, that's amazing. So I will just remember, and I think this is a trend too of choosing macro and micro subjects. And here in India, it has recently started that you can choose your micro subjects also. There are some universities.
That's what I said. Some of the colleges give you the option.
Giving you the option, right?
Yes.
So I should repeat about Ikigai as you explained. So you meant that Ikigai means that if I have X skill, so any X skill I have, and I know that I love doing it. This skill which I have, I just love doing it. Then if I realize that the world needs my expertise for this X skill, okay, so then the people will be ready for to pay for that service or product in that X skill which I am giving. Then maybe I have found my purpose to live, and this is my Ikigai, isn't it?
Yes, exactly.
Great. So now
it's your skill and you get paid for your skill and you love to do that.
Yeah. So now I know what is my Ikigai. Thank you so much. The world is changing rapidly and the jobs also that are existing now may not exist in the future. Then the jobs we never thought of may emerge too. So can you give some details about that, Shobitha ma'am?
Yes, Madhu, you rightly pointed out what I was just thinking. Most of the repetitive work will be replaced by robots, or I can just say they have been already replaced, especially in the place where the hazardous place is there and people cannot work. They are being replaced by robots, especially mining. Or I can just say for the jobs like travel agent. You never go to travel agent these days. You just open the internet and go to TripAdvisor or Make My Trip, book your ticket, book your hotels, everything. So the travel agent job might disappear soon or already disappearing. The cashier, we already know that the online transaction is happening with GPay, Paytm. So we don't need the cashier job anymore. All these jobs like safety instructor, drivers, you must be knowing that electronic cars are on road already. It's soon that all these petrol cars, the drivers, everything will disappear from the road. The farmers, we thought farmers are essential, but most of the job, harvesting, sorting process is being done by the robots or machines. It's already automated. So these are some of the careers which will extinct in future. Meantime, there are many more which have emerged recently, especially sports. Some people are crazy about sports. They always sit in front of the TV and watch cricket and football. Then if they are not interested in studies, still they can make career out of sports. If you can share, if I can share one of the PowerPoint where I have listed out the sports careers, you will see that there are many options. It's not just playing. You can be a sports manager, you can be a nutritionist, or you can be a sports physical educator. There are many, many jobs. You can be a ground engineer. So it's certain that there are many other careers, like as I said before, data scientist, robotics, machine learning, data analyst. All these new jobs are in high demand these days.
We never knew that playing, other than just playing sports, there would be so many other jobs emerging out of sports activity. This is so new to us. Thank you so much.
One of my friend's daughter is a nutritionist for the Indian hockey team. And she's so proud about it.
Wow.
She never played sports. She's just a nutritionist, but she is a sport nutritionist now.
Right. And I have a friend who is a sports manager. So this is another coming up job, or maybe a career where you can be a sports manager too, because you love sports, and then you can manage teams and do things maybe in that field.
True.
This is amazing. Okay.
Yeah, we think that sports means only playing games. It's not just that. Absolutely. If you're interested in the sports field, you can take up that as a career too, without playing.
Then what jobs do you think will always be in demand?
Yeah, we saw that some of the jobs will be replaced by robots, so you might be scared, or it kind of creates an anxiety that whether I'll be future ready. But there are certain jobs which can't be replaced by robots or can't be automated, especially where the human empathy or the human values are integrated in the careers, especially teachers. Teachers cannot be replaced. We have seen that now in the COVID era, though there were online classes, there were so many videos uploaded on YouTube, still people still go back to school to learn from teachers. And doctors, we found the importance of doctors during COVID very well. Human resource managers, and they can also manage interpersonal conflicts which can't be managed by the robots. Writers, journalists, they have to produce the original writing. Childcare experts and event planners. These are all fashion consultants. I think these can't be replaced. Maybe in future, but psychiatrists, scientists, all these cannot be replaced by robots in the near future. They still remain evergreen.
So you mentioned about traditional ways of education, but the new education policy is suggesting application of multiple intelligences too. How do you think these multiple intelligence can be implemented while choosing a career?
Yes, AI and MI. These are the two words you will be listening to every now and then after this, I think, in the education field, especially AI for artificial intelligence, MI for multiple intelligence. I'm very glad that the education system is changing. Instead of rote learning or having limited options to choose as a science or commerce or humanities streams, students are offered more on a plate. Multiple intelligence by Howard Gardner has been there from long, where students' learning abilities are considered as one of the most important aspects in pursuing education. Suppose I ask you, who has more IQ? Lata Mangeshkar, Sachin Tendulkar, or Abdul Kalam? What would be your answer, Madhu?
I cannot choose. Each one is
You cannot choose. Why?
so important in their, intelligences. You cannot compare the two of them. Lata Mangeshkar
Yes,
is good at
exactly.
music and voice, and Abdul Kalam is so intelligent. So how can I choose between the two? That who is better? No, I cannot.
Yes, Sachin Tendulkar plays well, Lata Mangeshkar sings well, right?
Yes.
So you cannot just separate them and say, okay, he is best or she is best. No, they are unique. The same thing with every student, each one is unique. It's good that Sachin's parents found at the early age that he is good in sports and they did not push him to become a doctor or a lawyer. And we have such a legend in the Indian cricket history. And same thing happened with Lata Mangeshkar too. At the age of 5, she started singing. She never bothered about pursuing her degree. So I can tell that people are differently smart. This is what the multiple intelligence is all about. Like there are so many words used in, like you can say number smart, word smart. Word smart, the person who is very good at the vocabulary or storytelling. Number smart person who is very good in mathematical problems, solving mathematical problems or logical problems. Visual intelligence, that who imagines and understands things. People smart. People smart is one of the very important, characteristics each person should have, I think. The communication is important these days for any career. So who getting along with the people, working in groups, having a team spirit is important. So people smart students have this. Interpersonal intelligence. The person has to understand empathetically about the other person's emotions. And bodily kinesthetic, like Sachin Tendulkar. He may not be good with studies, but he's good in sports. So you are using your body. Bodily kinesthetic, miming, dancing, sports, even dance. Sudha Chandran became a great dancer. So dancing is also a kind of career. Musical intelligence, naturalistic intelligence. So all these are different abilities or skill set of a child. All of us have these intelligences in us. Only thing is some of the intelligences are dominant and some are in the layer underneath. If you want to pursue, you can pursue them. They are learnable skills, but all of us have these skills. So have an open mind and know that each one of us is unique and we can have a career what we are good at.
Wow, this is
help us this way.
This was so extensively and beautifully explained, Shobitha ma'am. I'm really glad that you could, explain this so vividly, and it will go with such examples which you have said. It will go deep inside, and it is the onus of the parents now to capture the interests of the child right from a small age. And these days, of course, the parents are becoming more aware. So it is certainly going to help the children a lot in choosing their career.
I can just add here, spare the rod and spoil the child. It is overthrown in the 21st century. Instead, LSRW, that is listening, speaking, reading, and writing alone, I think we should focus on 6 C's, that is caring, choice, making a choice, collaboration, working together, communication, talking to each other, critical thinking, and creativity. Develop these creativity in a child to express himself. I think once we work on all these 6 C's, you will see an amazing bundle of students coming out of these schools, and they are not bothered about career anymore. They can choose any career they like.
So this is amazing. What did you say? The focus on 6 C's: caring, choice, collaboration, communication, critical thinking, and creativity.
Creativity, yes.
So we must remember the 6 C's. Great. Can parents or teachers help the students then? What is the role of a parent and how can they help students in choosing the subjects as per their career goals?
Of course, parents play a major role in the career choice of any student. Other than providing food, clothing, and shelter, medical care, it's also a part of parents' duty to help a student with his or her career choice. What the parent should do is, now you know these intelligences. So understand the child's aptitude, strengths, and weaknesses. When the child is unsure, he can even take a career assessment test, or it's also called as a psychometric test. Help your child in discovering his or her own passion and inform the child regarding all aspects of the career. This is all the parent can do. Not only that, also, there is something called herd mentality. Because my friend chose that, I want that. Or because my neighbor's son chose that, I want that. So parents, when they are aware of all the options available, they don't have to fall prey for this peer pressure. And they can also talk to the child. If they think that they cannot convince the child, or they cannot really know what he should pursue, seek professional help whenever required. What happens is, when the parents put these ideas in child, or pre-planning can be done, especially when certain careers, they need certain exams like SAT or IELTS. So the child can be prepared for taking these exams beforehand, and also they can apply to the college beforehand. So I think parents' role plays a very big, parent as a guide for a student, I can say, child.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, ma'am. This was amazing piece of information for us parents also, and our duties and awareness for choosing the right career. And maybe, as you mentioned, what can you just tell us, what is career assessment? You were just talking about career assessment. So, what is career assessment?
Career assessments are just kind of test, or it's a tool which analyzes, that helps a student understand how his likes, dislikes, personality, then can help to choose the career. The beauty of the career assessment test is that is not like you have to study a lot of books and do. You just have to answer the aptitude questions only. It is to understand where your unique strengths and weaknesses lie, or aptitudes and skills lie. This when you do this test, it will give you 5 best careers as the career options to choose from.
Yeah.
So, it helps the student to follow or narrow down the options.
Okay.
Yes.
So once these tests are done, is it enough for the student to fix their goals and take that ultimate decision?
Exactly, because as I mentioned now, it gives you 5 best careers to fit in. So a student cannot do the 5 of them. So he has to still choose one. So this is where the career counseling comes to help. The counselor can talk to the student about his likes, his skills, interests, and of course the academic performance. When a student talks to the mentor or an experienced coach, they, it helps them minimize the anxiety. Also, it provokes independent thinking. He can also find his Ikigai here to keep things from being overwhelming. And it also gives you a list of potential colleges based on what he chooses. So he can apply beforehand and make sure that everything goes hassle-free. So I think career counseling is needed when the student is not really sure of things.
Okay. So basically the parents and a career counselor and the teacher all together may play a major role in, fixing the goal or the career for a child. If the child is not actually very determined on the goals he or she wishes to take up as a career. Thank you. This was amazing. You have given so much information about those crazy careers, the careers or jobs which would actually be no more, would be extinct, and then there would be sudden emergence of some careers. This was amazing piece of knowledge, and you've even given the colleges where these crazy careers could be opted where in the
I can tell this is just a piece of information. There are plenty of them. If I talk about law, careers in law, careers in math, careers in sports, careers in economics, I think I can talk on and on and on.
Yes, yes. But then this was also golden nuggets which you've thrown at us. These are amazing piece of information. Thank you so much, and it has given a lot of clarity.
Thank you.
In choosing the careers. And maybe when this actually your recording goes out in the YouTube, there would be parents who would actually see and seek some information from here also before actually going to the career counselor or being confused. So could you please if anybody has some questions, could write them in the chat box. And even Shobitha ma'am, could you give your contact details in the chat box, please?
Yes, yeah, I can give it. I'll just paste it in the chat box.
So while you're doing that, I will think of the rapid 5 questions I need to ask you then.
Okay. So it's not our questions by students only. I'll also have to answer questions.
Yes, yes, you have to. So if you are ready.
Let me see. Yes, yeah, I have posted it.
What career did you dream of having as a kid?
Me, I always wanted to be a teacher.
Oh, so you were a teacher past 20
years
and I
became a teacher.
So your dream has already come true, right?
Yes. I think most of our age kids wanted to become teacher because that's all we knew looking at the teacher.
Absolutely right. Name the first thing that comes to your mind.
Serving people. I love to help people. That's all I can think of.
So then you have become a counselor by passion.
Yes.
Good. You're on your track. Great. What is your perspective on future changes?
Future changes. Growth. Of course, exponential growth, as you mentioned. I think for the person who is in this era is, I can say, fortunate. I see innumerable opportunities for the person with a vision. And I just want to learn so many other things each and every day.
Absolutely. We wish to be lifelong learners.
Yes.
And what is the most sensible thing that you have heard and adapted in your life?
Most sensible thing. Okay, I usually go by the quotation, the best is yet to come. I think this keeps me grounded. Also, it makes me think that I have something more to do. And as you said, I have remained a lifelong learner because of this. And it has made me explore things. And it has also made me aspire for more and not to settle for less. Wow. So I'm still waiting for that best to come.
The best version of Shobitha Shetty is yet to come. Wow.
Yes, yes.
What is success to you?
There are so many definitions for success. But what I relate to is when I can bring a smile on somebody's face, that is successful. So I am smiling with the information you gave me. So this is success for you too. Thank you so much. This was an amazing interview. Thank you so much, Shobitha. Thank you. Thank you for having me here at UniqEduStory, and I wish all the best for UniqEduStory. I know you are doing a great job by uplifting these small minds. I hope I can contribute in some or the other way at UniqEduStory. Of course, you have been contributing. You've been doing so many things whenever I yearn for. Thank you so much. And here we have Colonel Kamra. He is Colonel Shobitha Kamra. Sir, would you like to ask us any questions? Do you have any questions, sir?
No, I think she's really doing a wonderful job. It is interesting knowing about her profile and what she is doing already to shape the people, people's life is definitely impressive. And the only thing I want to say is to wish her good luck in her future endeavors, and she keeps flying higher and higher.
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.
Good
Thank
luck.
you so
Good
much,
luck.
sir. This was amazing. And so here we come to the end of this. But then since you say you have a lot more in your kitty, you could
Yes.
sometime next come again and tell our children more about all the career goals they can aspire for, or options they can look for when they are actually trying to find something best for themselves. Thank you so much, Shobitha.
Yes, as I mentioned, each person is unique. I think if I talk one-on-one to a student, I will understand their interest and their skills or whatever they want to ask, what they have doubts in. I would be able to help them too. I have left my contact details in the chat box.